Okay, besties, raise your hand if you've ever been completely bamboozled by a guy's signals. Like 1 minute he's all in your space, laughing at your jokes, even the bad ones, and the next he's acting like you're just another face in the crowd. It's enough to make you question your own sanity, right? Well, guess what? You're not alone. Get ready to transform into a love detective because we're about to break down the 6 telltale signs he's totally crushing on you, even if he's trying to play it cool. Alright, let's be real. Deciphering mixed signals is like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded while riding a unicycle on a tightrope. It's complicated. 1 minute he's all smiles and lingering glances, and the next he's acting like he'd rather be hanging out with a potted plant. Before you spiral into a vortex of self-doubt, remember this. Guys get nervous too. They might be sending mixed signals because they're trying to play it cool, or maybe they're just terrified of putting themselves out there. So next time he's sending you those confusing vibes, take a deep breath, channel your inner detective, and remember, it's probably not you, it's him. Okay, love detectives, it's time to channel your inner Sherlock Holmes because we're diving into the fascinating world of body language. You see, our bodies are basically walking, talking lie detectors. They reveal our true feelings even when our words are trying to play it cool. So how can you tell if his body is screaming, "I'm totally into you"? Well, first things first, pay attention to his eye contact. Does he hold your gaze for a beat longer than necessary? Do you catch him sneaking glances at you when he thinks you're not looking? Those, my friends, are the bat signals of attraction. Next up, check out his posture. When he's around you, does he stand a little taller, puff out his chest like a proud peacock? Does he angle his body towards you like you're the most interesting thing in the room? These are all subconscious ways of trying to impress you and get your attention. And speaking of attention, does he always seem to find his way over to you, even in a crowded room? That's no coincidence, my friend. He's subconsciously drawn to your amazingness. So next time you're around your crush, pay close attention to his body language. It might just reveal more than he ever could with words. Okay, let's talk about attention, shall we? Because when a guy likes you, he can't help but shower you with it, even if he's trying to play it cool. It's like you've got this invisible spotlight on you, and he's the only one who seems to notice its brilliance. First of all, does he listen to you? And I mean really listen, like you're the only person in the room and your words are pure gold? Does he remember the little details you tell him, the things you're passionate about, even the random stuff that most people would probably forget? That's because he's genuinely interested in everything you have to say. You're not just background noise to him, you're the main event. And speaking of main events, does he always seem to be around? Like, does he magically appear whenever you're around, as if summoned by the sheer force of your awesomeness? Maybe he's always liking and commenting on your social media posts, or maybe he always manages to bump into you at the most random times. Coincidence? I think not. He's creating opportunities to spend time with you, even if it means resorting to stalker-level tactics. Don't worry, the cute kind of stalker, not the creepy kind. But here's the real giveaway. Does he get jealous? Now, we're not talking about possessive, green-eyed monster jealousy. But does he seem a little bit bothered when you're flirting with other guys or talking about someone you're interested in? That's because he wishes he was the only guy on your radar. He wants your attention all to himself, even if he hasn't quite worked up the courage to admit it yet. So if your guy is showering you with attention, even in the most subtle of ways, take it as a major compliment. He's clearly smitten. Alright, let's talk about the fine art of playful teasing, because this, my friends, is where things get really interesting. You see, when a guy likes you, he wants to make you laugh, he wants to see you smile, he wants to create a fun, flirty dynamic between you. And sometimes the best way to do that is through a little bit of playful banter. Now, before you start mentally relegating him to the friend zone, let's be clear. There's a big difference between playful teasing and mean-spirited teasing. Playful teasing is lighthearted, it's fun, it's about making you laugh, not putting you down. It's about creating a connection that's built on humor and shared laughter. So, how can you tell if his teasing is a sign of affection or just plain old friend zone behavior? Well, first of all, pay attention to his tone of voice. Is it lighthearted and playful with a twinkle in his eye, or is it sarcastic and cutting like he's actually trying to hurt your feelings? Big difference. Next, consider the context of the teasing. Is he teasing you about something you're actually good at, or something you're clearly proud of? This is a classic way of flirting. He's complimenting you indirectly while simultaneously trying to make you laugh. And here's the real kicker. Does he give you a hard time about things that other people don't even notice? Does he have a special nickname for you? Or does he bring up inside jokes that only the two of you share? This is a sign that he's paying attention to the little things, that he sees you in a way that other people don't. So next time he's playfully teasing you about your obsession with cat memes or your questionable dance moves, don't be so quick to write it off as just friendly banter. It might just be his way of saying, "I like you, you weirdo," in the most adorable way possible. We've talked about body language, we've dissected his every glance and analyzed his playful banter. But now it's time to reveal the most telling sign of all, the one that trumps all others, the "he's totally into you" smoking gun. He tells you, I know, mind-blowing, right? It's like I just revealed the ending to the most predictable movie ever. But here's the thing, sometimes, in our quest to decipher hidden signals and decode cryptic clues, we overlook the most obvious sign of all, direct communication. Think about it. Wouldn't it be so much easier if everyone just said how they felt, clearly and honestly? No more mixed signals, no more second-guessing, no more driving ourselves crazy with uncertainty, just pure, unadulterated honesty. Now I'm not saying that every guy who's into you is going to shout it from the rooftops or write you a sonnet professing his undying love, but if he's genuinely interested, he'll find a way to let you know, either directly or through his actions. He'll make plans to hang out, he'll initiate conversations, he'll put in the effort to get to know you better. So, if you're tired of wondering and analyzing and overthinking, here's my advice. Be bold, be brave, and ask him. The worst thing he can say is no, and then at least you can move on with your life, knowing that you put yourself out there. But who knows, he might just surprise you with his answer. Remember, communication is key in matters of the heart and in every other aspect of life. So speak your truth, embrace vulnerability, and don't be afraid to go after what you want. You got this! Okay, love detectives, let's recap those telltale signs that he's harboring a secret crush. Even if he's trying to play it cool. Sign number 1, mixed signals. He's hot and cold, sending confusing vibes. Remember, this could just be his awkward way of flirting. Sign number 2, body language. He can't help but sneak glances, his body language screams, "I'm interested," and he finds excuses to be near you. Sign number 3, attention game strong. He hangs on your every word, remembers the little details, and always seems to be around. Sign number 4, playful, teasing. He's always making you laugh, but in a sweet, endearing way. It's his way of flirting. Sign number 5, he tells you. Revolutionary, I know. Sometimes the most obvious sign is simply direct communication. Sign number 6, he initiates. He makes plans, starts conversations, and puts in the effort to get to know you. Remember, these signs are just a starting point. Every guy is different, and there's no one-size-fits-all answer when it comes to deciphering matters of the heart. Trust your gut, follow your intuition, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. You never know what amazing connections you might make. So, how many of these signs have you noticed in your own love life? Have you had any hilarious crush encounters or epic dating fails? Spill the tea in the comments below. Let's create a judgment-free zone where we can all laugh, cry, and cringe together over our collective dating experiences. And hey, while you're at it, why not check out my other video on 10 relationship red flags you should never ignore. It's full of juicy tips and hilarious anecdotes that will leave you feeling empowered and ready to conquer the dating world. Now go out there and find your person.